Welcome back, students. This is going to be part 2 of our CNC sign video. And I'm starting off with the proficiency table up here. So you can see the standard we're trying to meet is demonstrate knowledge of CAM programming per industry standards. So I just wanted to show you video 1. You created and modified a solid model. It says according to print specifications, dimensions, and tolerances. All right, you had to make your sign fit in a 5.5 by 15.5 inch space. So we're going to count that as your dimension and tolerances. You also had to move some things around to the correct location. So if you modeled up a sign in video 1, you could check that off of our list. All right, or down here at the level 3, you use the 3D modeling software to create and or modify a solid object that satisfies a set of design criteria. All right, today, this video, we're going to use the software to set up, import, align, and position a solid model in the programming environment. And so let's go ahead and do that. I don't have Fusion open. I'm going to double click here. It does take a minute to open. Right? If you successfully logged into Autodesk account in the past, Fusion should open up today without requiring you to sign in. We'll just exercise patience while we wait. Right. Or you guys could speed the video up until I start doing stuff. All right, looks like we're loaded finally. So I'm going to come up here to File, and I'm going to go Open. All right, if you remember yesterday or in the previous video, we created a project. So I'm going to find my project over here on the left side, and then my file should be over here on the right-hand side. All right. So here is my 3D design of the sign I'd like to engrave. We're going to start getting it set up. So we're going to go over to this tab that says Design. We're going to click this button, and we're going to come down to the Manufacture section and click it. And now this is where I can start programming the CNC router. So we're just going to get into doing a setup here. So first thing we want to do is make sure we're running in the right unit. If you look up here under CAM root, and it says unit millimeters, or it says anything other than unit inches, you need to click the little paper and the pencil, come over here to the right-hand side of your screen and check inches. All right, if we program in millimeters, we're going to goof all sorts of things up, because when we tell the router to move over 10 millimeters, it's going to move over 10 inches, and it's going to cut a lot of things in the wrong spot. So make sure this says inches here. All right, now that we got that done and out of the way, we are going to go to this button here that looks like a folder. This is our setup button, and we're going to click on this. Right, and then you'll see in the middle of your screen here, this X, Y, and Z axes show up. This is like the home corner on the router. Okay? Typically, the lower left-hand corner is where we want to set our home at when we program stuff on the router. Okay? So this should be, if you did things right in the first video, pretty easy. We're going to come over here to where it says Origin, and we're going to click the drop-down menu, and we're going to change it from Stock Box Point to Model Origin. Right? And it should drop down to the lower left-hand corner of your project. Right? If it doesn't, you may have to go into this selected point and then come click on the lower corner of your object. Right? And then you may also have to come in here to orientation and select the Z axis and X plane, or one of these options, so that yours looks like mine. So Z should be going up and down. Okay, again, Y would be like back and forth if you're standing at the front edge of the router, and then your X axis is going to be your left and your right. Yeah, hopefully you don't have to do that. Hopefully you just followed along with the first video and you're able to set it at the model origin and run with it. All right, now we're going to click OK. I'll zoom back out, and we just checked that second box off of our proficiency table. You imported your model, and you set the origin point. And so pat yourself on the back, congratulate yourself, click the save button, and you can move on to the next video.